need an idol simply because there should be no one that you look up to more than you look up to yourself. The best version of yourself. That's the person that you should be looking up to. Not some celebrity, not your favorite Instagram model or Instagram influencer. When you think in your head, when you create that the perfect version of yourself, right? That should be your idol. Not saying that it's not okay to, I'm not saying it's not okay to like anybody or, to like someone's style or to, I'm simply saying stop fanning out and worshiping people you don't know anything about. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying have enough self-love. You should have enough self-love to fan over yourself. Admire yourself. Idolize yourself. Why are you idolizing over someone who will never know your name, let alone know you exist? The person you are drooling and daydreaming and going crazy about doesn't even know you exist. You should be your biggest fan. You should be your biggest supporter. There should be nobody else that you should be looking up to other than yourself. You should have that vision in your head of or who you want to be. The person who you want to be should not be a celebrity. They should not be some influencer. It should simply be you. All you need in life is you. Now, we are allowed, you can tweak who you are. You can create who you are. You can create who you are. You know that, right? You don't have to drool and fantasize and idolize someone who, why? What quality does your favorite idol have that you can't obtain? What quality is it? Is it star power? Is it the ability to sing or dance or rap, or what is it? What is it? Because when you find out what it is, you can simply just apply it to yourself. And then you can worship yourself. Everyone loves a celebrity, right? We go crazy over movie stars and people with big names, right? Take whatever quality they have that you think you can't nurture and, make your own, and simply make it your own. You love other people more than you love yourself. You love someone else more than you will ever love yourself. Why is that? Why? If you cannot fan over yourself, if you cannot scream and yell and get excited and happy about who you are the same way you do when you go to these concerts and to meet and greets, and when you go and do all this, then you have a problem. Yeah, you have a big problem. And you have a lot of inner work to do. We love to say, our favorite, celebrities or athletes or public figures, whoever they may be. We love to say, oh, I love Rihanna. I love Beyonce. I love this person. Can you say that you love yourself the same way? The same way you're screaming and fanning and falling over and going crazy for these public figures. Can you say you love yourself the same way? I'll wait for the answer. The answer is probably no. So if the answer is no, if you can't simply say and get excited and hype yourself up the way you go and be a hype man for these people, then something's wrong. Something is wrong. Yeah, absolutely. It's simply practicing self-love and self-care. If you care about yourself, and if you love yourself, you would get excited about yourself. You would be upset the same way y'all are obsessed with a public figure or a celebrity, you need to be just as obsessed with yourself and loving yourself. You should be just, if not more. You should scream for yourself. You should root for yourself. You should cheer for the same way y'all are falling over for public figures. That's the kind of self-love you need to have for yourself. Stop giving people things that you don't even give to yourself. You don't even give yourself love. You don't even give yourself care, the proper care and attention that you need, but yet you're falling all over a celebrity when you see them in the street. Relax. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody calm down. They are regular people. And the person, what you don't know is, the person that you're loving and fanning over and the person you admire, they don't even love themselves. They don't even admire who they are. You need to be praising and admiring yourself. Whatever quality, whatever talent that your favorite idol has, simply apply it to yourself. And that way you can love yourself the same way you're going crazy over someone who doesn't even know you. Yeah. The same way you're screaming in the streets about someone who doesn't even know you, whatever exists. Apply it back to yourself. That way you can be excited about who you are. The best version of yourself is the person you should be looking up to. Why do you want to be like somebody else who they don't even know who they are? Or who can't even stand to look in the mirror at who they are? Or who is still trying to figure out who they are? Some of these people are not aware. They're not fully aware of who they are and what they want. The same people you're looking up to are lost. So stop praising them and start praising yourself. It's simply called self-motivation. If who you want to be, that perfect vision, that perfect person of who you are supposed to be in life, when you think about that person, that should be your motivation. When people say, oh, this person made me want to, sing, or this person made me want to, something great. You should want that why wouldn't you want that initially for yourself? You should be your own idol. You don't need an idol. You shouldn't want to be anyone else but you. You shouldn't want to ever trade places with anyone else's life. You shouldn't want anyone else's life ever. Ever. That's a no-no. You shouldn't ever want someone else's life, because guess what? What you don't know is that they don't even want their own life. Some of the people you are going nuts about, you don't know what they're laying down and having to go to sleep with that night. You don't know what they're dealing with that night. You don't know what they're dealing with in general. Like, you don't know what that person has personally been through. We all have secrets, right? We all have secrets. How do you know? What if their secret was something so horrible and something so just catastrophic and something so bad that you just wouldn't even be able to handle it internally? What if the person that you want to be has demons and devils so dark and so distorted and so ugly that you would never be able to handle, but yet you want this person's life and you don't know what they've been carrying their whole life. You don't know anything about this person. You don't really know much, and you don't care to know much because you're too busy fanning over someone else. How about you fan over yourself? How about you put the self-care? How about you nurture yourself and become the best version of yourself? And I'm not saying, oh, we can't simply like a characteristic that someone else has, or I'm not saying that, oh, we can't like a certain quality that someone else possesses, or we can't, like little things about each other. I'm not saying that. We can like and appreciate one another. Great, perfect. But what I am saying is that if you love it so much, if it means so much to you, why not just apply it to who you are? Why not just apply it to your own life? That way you have it for yourself. There's nothing else that someone else has that you feel like you can't have, or that you feel like you can't be. You can be charismatic. You can be funny. You can be All these great things that if you see in someone else, that if you want it for yourself, you can be that. I'm not saying we could take a little bit. You see something that somebody has, something, special or something. And apply it to yourself. Simply apply it to yourself. That way you're putting yourself first and you're not putting someone else first who probably wouldn't even give you the time of day. Let's just be honest. They probably would not give you the time of day. Okay. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay. No, they wouldn't. So instead of fanning over your favorite singer, rapper, athlete, model, just apply it to yourself. That way, you can love on yourself more, and then that way, you don't have to want for anything. You don't have to want to be somebody else because you already are. Just give it to yourself. Yeah, give it to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Take the time, stop and take a moment to figure out who you are and to figure out who you want to be. So there's nothing that anyone can have in this world that you yourself personally can't have. There's nothing. If you, admire your favorite singer so much, you just love your idol, you just love what she does, you just love everything about her, why not just put your own twist to it and just make who you want to be? You're allowed to create whoever it is. That saying, it is true. We can be anything we want to be, but you don't want to be you. You want to be somebody else. Why? Because you think that person is better than you? No, that person is not better than you. That person just took the time, probably, in some cases, to figure out who they were. Sometimes people take the time. Sometimes people do the inner work and they figure out who they are and they mold and they perfect who they are. Why can't you do the same thing instead of running behind somebody who, it doesn't make sense? Take the time. Figure out exactly what you want out of life and exactly who you want to be in life, and just perfect that person. Okay? So, why is this person so grand to you? Why? Stop idolizing. It's not good for you. It can't possibly be healthy. Like it can't possibly be a positive thing. It's not a positive thing to want to be somebody else. But don't get it confused. Being someone, wanting more, there's a difference between wanting more and wanting to be someone else. We can want more and we can want what someone else has. All you have to do is grab it and get it. If you like a quality, that someone else has, apply it to yourself. You're instilling self-worth. When you instill these qualities that someone else has, let's say that someone else has that you want for yourself, you're instilling them in yourself. That is just, a little bit of food for thought. Just go out and get it. Anything that you want, just go out and get it yourself, Don't wait for anyone to get it for you. Don't sit and look out of a window, crying about how someone has something that you want when you can easily just go get it yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, bye, divas.